Hi guys, this is Harish Kumar Reddy. Welcome to DevOps World. So today I'm trying to discuss about the Linux administration. Okay, so basically, what is Linux actually? How we can work on the Linux and how the Linux is very important to as a DevOps engineer. For this, I need to tell you very clearly about the Linux introduction part today, and I'll try to go with agenda. So today I'm trying to move with the agenda. Here is so. First, basically, what is Linux actually? Okay, so Linux will comes a picture. Linux is an open source, is an open source of operating system, operating operating system. Okay, that can manages computer hardware resources and provides a platform platform for running applications. Okay, so Linux is an open source which can provides a computer hardware and provides a running platform on running applications. Okay, so here, what are the keys which we are trying to go with Linux? So keys, futures of Linux, futures of Linux. Okay, the first one is which we are trying to go with open source. Next, second one is we are trying to go with free version. So we are trying to go with free. Next, third, we are trying to discuss about highly consumable, highly portable, highly portable. We are working with highly portable, guys. The next one is which we are trying to go with highly portable. Next, fourth, I'm trying to discuss about secure. And fifth, I'm going with scalable. Scalable. Sixth, I can go with fast performance. Fast performance. And seventh, we are looking for it's compatible with hardware hardware platforms. Hardware platforms compatible with hardware platforms. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with keys of futures of Linux. Okay, the next one is we are trying to go with Linux distributions. Linux distributions. Linux distributions. In this Linux distributions, we are going with the first one is Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Next, Debian packages. Debian packages. Next, the third one, I'm trying to go with Fedora. And fourth, I'm trying to go with CentOS. CentOS. Fifth, I'm trying to discuss about Red Hat Linux. And sixth, I'm trying to discuss about open source. So what are the different types of flavors which we are trying to go here is SUSE, Open SUSE. Okay, next we are trying to go with seventh one, Linux Mint. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with Linux system. These are the flavors actually what we are trying to perform. Okay, next we are trying to go with. So we need to know about more to Linux. Okay, so for this we are trying to go with the next one is Linux components. Linux components. In this Linux components, the first one is I can deal with kernel. And dealing with kernel. So what is kernel here? Kernel can manages hardware hardware resources hardware resources. The second one which we are trying to go with shell shell is a command line interface. And third, I'm trying to go with next file system, very important file system which can organize data storage Next, fourth, I'm trying to go with device drivers, which can interact with hardware, hardware devices, Next, fifth, I'm trying to go with system services, system services. So that can manage system resources okay, manage system resources. So these are the Linux components which we can try to deal. Next we are trying to go with Linux commands. So in this Linux commands I want to go with the first one is cd, that is change directory. Examples, guys, I'm going with examples. Change directory. Okay, the second one is we are trying to go with ls. ls stands for list files. Okay, next, third, I'm trying to go mkdir. That is making the directory. Making the directory. Next, fourth one, which I can go with rm. I'm going with examples, guys. Rm stands for remove file. Okay, and fifth, I can go with cp, copy the file. Okay, so copy the file. This is what we are trying to go. Next, if you go with Linux graphical user interfaces, Linux graphical user interfaces. So for this, I'm going with the first tool is KDE, and second one XFCE, and third Mate. Fourth, I'm going with the Xenomi. Okay, so these are the things which we are trying to go with Linux. So coming to what are the users of Linux? Linux users of Linux series. The first one is we are trying to allocate with the servers. Very important. So we are working on web, comma database, comma mailing. Okay. So second one is which we are trying to go. That is desktop computers. And third, we are trying to go with mobile devices. That is Android. We are working with Android. Okay. So the next fourth one, which we can deal about supercomputers. Okay. So this is what we are trying to use the Linux users. And what are the benefits of Linux users? Linux benefits. So if you go with Linux benefits, the first one is I can go with cost effective, guys. Cost effective. It's cost effective and it is completely secure. Secure. And third, we are trying to go with communication driven. Community driven. Community driven. And fifth, I can go with fourth, I can go with fast performance. Fast performance. Okay. So these are the things. And coming to what we are trying to go here, we are trying to go with Linux challenges. So what are the Linux challenges which you are trying to face? Challenges. So in these Linux challenges, the first one is we are trying to go with compatibility issues. Compatibility issues. Compatibility issues. The next one, which we are trying to go with hardware compatibility. And next, we are trying to go with third one, limited gaming support. Gaming support. Okay, so limited gaming support will be there under the Linux challenges. Okay, so these are the things which we are trying to go with Linux introduction, guys. So basically, what is my main agenda here is we are trying to work on the open source platforms and we are working on different types of computer hardware techniques which can provide the running applications. Okay, so basically you need to know all these things while we are working on Linux. Okay, so that's very important. So for this we are trying to go with the keys of Linux distributions, Linux key features and Linux components and Linux commands and Linux graphical user interface, Linux uses and Linux benefits and Linux challenges. So these are very important for us. Okay, so coming to, we are working with Linux based upon the four types, guys. So we are working on we are working with operations. Operations. The first one is Linux operations. We are working on Linux operations. Okay. So in these Linux operations, first I can go with user defined commands. User defined commands. The second one is system defined commands. System defined commands. And next one is we are trying to go with packages. And fourth, I can go with bash scripting. Bash scripting, we are working on bash scripting part. That is programming language. Programming language. Okay, so we are working with programming language. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with Linux operations. Today we are trying to work on Linux operations also. And now next one is, so we are trying to create a cloud for this. So I already gone through, so I already told you regarding about the AWS. So I'm not working with manual softwares. I'm working on the cloud integration progress. Okay, see, basically, if you want to work with the virtual machines, I'm trying to go with the. So if you are working on Linux practice, either you can download manually. Manually, you can download Ubuntu, and you have to download first download what VM, and you have to download Ubuntu or Red Hat. Okay, so or CentOS. You can download that and you can bootstrap, bootstrap, bootstrap your application. That's very important. Okay, bootstrap your application. So this is one method, and second method is it's very simple. So we are working with cloud that is AWS. We are creating a server, In this server, I'm trying to go with EC2 instance, that is virtual machine, EC2 instance. that is virtual machine, VM, and I can practice here. I can practice here. Okay, so I can practice it. You can either you do this or you can do this. That's not a problem. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. But the thing is, I can go with either you can do this or you can do this for the Linux. That's not a problem for us. Okay, but most probably here manually, if you go with manually, you need to go with requirement specification. Requirement specification. Requirement specification. But coming to cloud, you don't, so you have ready-made specification. You have ready-made specification. Ready-made specification. This is what we are trying to see under the Linux practice. Okay, so let's see this now. Okay, let's go with AWS. Just I'm opening AWS account now. I'm trying to go with AWS. So I'm going with the official website of AWS, guys. So this is my free tier account from my side. I just want to create an, I have already login account, guys. So for you, basically, see here, you have to log in with creating the, so you can go like this, guys. You have to work like this. Okay, so basically what we are trying to, you have to create a new account, and you have to sign in with this. You have to sign in with this. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with different methods, and so you have to create an account like this. Okay, as per the norms. Okay, but so you have to go with email ID and account name, verify your email address, and you have to do, it will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes, guys, and it will be chargeable, guys. It will go with 2 rupees account. It will debit 2 rupees for you from your side. Okay, so please try to create an account. So this is what we are trying to do. And now we are trying to go with, I'm trying to log in with my account, guys. Okay, that's fine. So for this, I'm trying to go with my login with new account. So here, login with a new account, sign in. I'm signing now. Okay, let's go with EC2 instance. See, this is how we can try to see the dashboard from my side. Okay, so basically, if you are trying to do anything, please try to go with the cloud, and it will give the 750 hours free tier eligibility version. Okay, so you can use this. Okay, so now I'm trying to go with EC2. I'm trying, as I told you that I'm working with EC2. I'm working with EC2. I'm clicking on EC2 mission. Okay, so this is my EC2 dashboard. EC2 dashboard. So now if you click on this instance file, okay, so try to create an account now. So you can create an account directly, launching account. So you can keep the name of Linux, keep the name of Linux. Now you can go with Ubuntu. Ubuntu, you can take any flavor from your side, any flavor from it. So please try to go with the free tier eligibility version only. So don't use this. Okay. So I'm trying to go with the 24.4 LTS version as per my constraint level. Click on this file. So let's go with confirmation changes. So now I'm trying, so whenever you're trying to create a flavor, definitely we have to go with configuration. It is completely like free tier eligibility version. Okay. So now I'm trying to go with the next one is I want to create a new key pair. I want to create a new key pair. You can take any key pair from your side. So I'm going with my key pair. So create launching the key pairs. Okay, so you have all the network settings and everything comes a picture here. Okay, so you can if why we need to go with network settings means whenever you are trying to create any VPC, definitely we have a we whenever you are trying to create any instance, we are trying to go with a VPC. Okay, so you can do whatever you want to go with access according to the network access. And next we are trying to go with configuration storage. You can try to do whatever. So you can add, you can, so I can go with 10 GB. I can go with 8 GB. Depends upon your instance configuration. Okay, so so see here, this is a Chronicle Ubuntu 22.4 LTS version and T2 micro. And we are trying to go with one volume, launch the instance. We are trying to launch the instance. Let's go with instances. instances. Currently, let's clear the filters. Currently, it is running mode. See here, my Linux is currently running mode. Okay, so this is how we can create an instance. Okay, so now let's connect the server. So we need to connect the server. Let's click on this file. So for this, for MacBook, I'm using this. So those who are working with Windows laptop, don't worry about this. See, currently, I have my key pair is here. I have my key pair is here. See here, I have my key pair. I have my own key pair. Okay, so key pair, wherever you have a key pair, so please try to install Git Bash, guys. That's very, very important. So please try to go with Git Bash like this. Git Bash download. So for Windows, those who are working in Windows, please try to go with this. Try to click on the downloads and try to go with the Windows. So download for Windows. So if you are 64-bit version, try to click on this. It will be automatically installed. See here, it is installing currently. Okay. So once it is installed successfully, then you have to go with so see currently my instance is here 620 22 2.46.2. This is so MacBook cannot support this exe files. You can right click on this, run as administrator. You'll get run as administrator here. So click on that file and go for all the default action, next. So until the Git will be installed. Okay. So once it is installed, that's not a problem. Try to open the Git bash like this. Okay, so please try to right click on, so go wherever you have a key file, so right click on this, you'll get option Git bash here. Please try to go with the Git bash here, open that, and you'll get Git auto, so it will be according to that, it will be connected. Okay, so it will be connect like this. In the same way, in coming to MacBook, so I'm trying to go with terminal now. So this is my terminal. So my Git bash is here currently. I already installed my Git bash. So okay, so I'm going with git hyphen version. Okay, so Git is installed successfully for me. Now I want to go with the key pair CD. I can go with downloads. CD downloads. Okay, so now I want to go with creating the file permissions. I want to go with the creating the file permission for this. So I want to give the permission for this. So what is the permission here is simple. I just want to go here, copy this file. Now you can paste, enter. Okay, so once you are trying to go, now you can connect this one also. So in Windows, you have to connect this one. In Windows, you have to connect this one. You can copy and you can paste it here. You can paste, enter, enter. Okay, click on yes. So those who are working with Windows, don't use this. Don't use this. Right click on this. Right click on this. Open Git Bash here. So wherever you have a key, wherever you have this key, you can go there and open Git Bash here. You can go there and open the Git Bash here. Okay, so click on yes. This is how we can connect the servers. Okay, if you go with PWD, present working directory, I'm working with home Ubuntu. I'm working with home Ubuntu. This is how we can connect the servers, right? So very simple, guys. I'm telling you once again, I'll close this terminal now. See, wherever you have a file in Windows, I'm telling you once again, okay. So if go to downloads, wherever you have a key, suppose I have a key here, right click on this, to open Git bash here, like here. Okay. So then after that, you can connect the server with this. You can connect the server with this. You can copy and you can paste there directly. It will be automatically connected. For MacBook, what I want to say here is I want to work on the like this. So in MacBook, I can use downloads, CD downloads. So now I'm connecting the server. I'm connecting the server, enter, enter. This is how we can connect the servers. Okay. So this is how we can work on the connection of AWS account. Okay. So we are trying to create an instance. We are trying to create an instance. Once the instance is created, Once the server is created, now you can connect there and you can copy this file and you can paste wherever you have a key. You can right click on this, open Git Bash here. You can start your proceeding. Okay. So this is what we are trying to connect the servers. Okay. So now, as so far we discussed about the connection of servers, how many servers you want in Linux? So basically, you can use one only, because we are working on practice only. For this, we are trying to go with Linux here. Okay. So, and whenever you're trying to create a server, definitely we have a public IP address and private IP address. So this will be same. So because if you create a server, definitely we have public and private will be same. Okay, and coming to the form, how we can work on the different types of servers. We are trying to, this is very, very important for us. Okay, so we are trying to work. My intention is I want to work on the cloud. So I don't want to go with download. If I was going with the download manually, like Ubuntu manually, see, open this file. So directly I can go with official web page. Okay, so I want to go with 5.8 GB. Okay, so I want to download this. How much it will take a time for us? Nearly 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours. Okay, and coming to system requirements, see here we have a two dual core processor and 4 GB memory size, 25 GB drive and space, and internet access will be there. So everything comes a picture of configuration. Rather than downloading these files, and I don't want to take a compatibility issues here, but definitely I can go with the cloud. It will be very easy to make a frequent access very easily. Okay, this is how we can try to go. Welcome to Ubuntu 22.4 LTS version. Okay, so this is how we can connect the server, guys. So from today, you can try to connect the server like this only. Tomorrow we'll start about the Linux operations, guys. Okay, so this is how we can try to go with the, so basically we can review again. So we so far seen the Linux introduction part, and we so far seen how to connect the servers in Git Bash. Okay, so this is what the scenarios. Okay, and coming to the part, okay, coming to the part how we can go with the, tomorrow I can discuss about the instances. Okay, instance, how we can work on the Linux commands. Okay, so this is what we are working on the progress. Okay, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and have a nice day, guys.